So, how do you feel today? What if someone came up to you and said, if you're feeling bad, just change the channel? You would go, whoa, how can they say that? I've got these feelings. You see, our emotions are not problems to fix, they're signals. We've been conditioned to fear or suppress painful emotions, but in truth, they're messengers. They're pointing out to us where we're misaligned, where our focus is in the wrong place, or we have unmet needs. When we learn to listen to our emotions instead of react, we can reclaim our power to redirect our attention. That's changing the channel, redirecting your attention and transform our experience from the inside out. You see, you hear this said by everyone out there. Your focus creates your reality. You can change your channel, your emotional channel, and you'll change your life. Every emotion is fueled by what you focus on and how you focus on it. When you shift that focus, man, things change. The emotional charge dissolves, and what feels like suffering, man, it guides you back to fulfillment. I can tell you, yesterday I spent about 7 hours at least. My computer went crazy. There was some software glitch with iMac, on my Apple files, the iCloud, and I spent 7 hours of my day getting it back to functioning. And at first, my emotions got the best of me, and I was thinking, dang, I'm giving up my day. I'm giving up my day. But then I said, I'm going to learn. This is something I need to do because it's the source of everything I do. I couldn't be with you if my computer wasn't working the way it is. I couldn't write my daily thought. I couldn't post things on my social media channels. I couldn't do so much of what I do is on my computer. So I had to change my focus about it and realize that this computer is my bread and butter, and I needed to align with it. And I was feeling a bit hopeless, being honest with you, about 5:30 last night. And then I called Apple support, and I got this beautiful young lady. I don't know what age she was. I don't know what she looked like. For me, she was a beautiful energy. And I tuned my focus from an emotion of frustration to emotion of, I know it's going to be better. I know we're going to fix it. And that was my energy. It took us 2 hours because she didn't understand something happened in their software that caused this glitch to unconnect and mismatch all of my files so I couldn't see them in my computer. I couldn't access them. I couldn't pull them up. And then about 7:30, we did one thing after doing a bunch of other things, and everything got fixed. And the emotion that came up to me, for me, was an emotion of fulfillment. Not extreme joy, because I went in knowing that this was going to work. I chose to go into that call with an emotion. This is going to work. And so when I got done, I had a sense of fulfillment. And with that sense of fulfillment, that's how I slept last night. I didn't take the emotion of, oh, I lost a day. I lost a whole day. Can you believe that? No, I didn't take that. I said, my computer is up and running. I'm at 100%. I took care of it. I had the help of angels, or at least one big angel. Here's the other thing. I was open to see that my emotion could have made me feel bad, or I could have changed it. We're always at choice. I don't care what you're experiencing. I don't care what your story is. I really don't care. It's your story. And here's the key thing. You get to choose to keep it, or you get to choose to change it. You get to choose the emotion you attach to it. No one else makes those choices. There's no one else in there that can choose your emotion. There's no one else in there can choose your focus. You are always at choice. And that's a difficult thing to get because we've been taught we've got to people please. The outside world will tell us what's going on. No, the outside world tells us through the emotional response we have, whether we're in alignment with what we want or not, and that we are at choice. Pure and simple. Not easy. It takes work. Let me be really clear about that. It takes work. It takes practice. But you know what? I believe you're worth it because I believed I was worth it. So why don't we go through this life supporting each other? Let's tell a great story, a story that we live a most fulfilling life ever, and that everything always works out for me. And realize your emotions are going to be your guide. So don't fight with them. Listen, and then direct your thoughts. Make it a great day. I know you can, and I'll be there with you. Much love.